Perspectives and Facts Podcast, episode 25.
25.
We're here.
We're here, man.
Been 25 episodes so far this year. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about breaking it up as into seasons before, but I'm like, nah. I think we're just gonna roll out through the whole year. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna crank it out. Like I said, the 25th episode. It's been a lot of work. Yeah. Going from Orlando to coming back to Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? We talk about this all the time for the pod because it's a journey, and just becoming a podcaster and a content creator is an investment. It is a journey in itself, and just being able to consistently crank out content is a journey. So, just want to say thank you to all supporters, all the people who like to subscribe, to comment. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on the back channels. Hit Randy up on the back channels. Yep. Give us support, critique, and all that. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. And today we're going to start off this episode kind of on a somber note. The passing of young Dolph being gunned down in Memphis, going at a cookie shop to get cookies for his mom. They hopped out, like two gunmen shot through the glass, and they say young Dolph returned fire, but he still succumbed to his injuries. Just devastating news.
Yeah, man, it's sad, man, because we had another hip hop legend in the game, out of Memphis. Was not a part of the CMG camp, but kind of did his own thing. He went independent, and he didn't sign no major label deal, and it just hurts, man, because I feel like this is kind of like the same narrative on rolling. You know what I'm saying, with hip hop.
Yeah, and we're also gonna get into the Nets, Warriors, and kind of Steph Curry's return as being the best player in the NBA. Arguably, but really the reality of it is healthy Steph Curry is Warriors dominance.
A problem.
We're also going to get into a little bit of NFL news with Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller going to the Rams, and some of the breaking news with Antonio Brown and the fake vaccination card. I don't know if you heard about that. That's been going kind of crazy.
That's wild.
We're also going to be talking about Dani, Leigh, and the baby, the fallout, the domestic dispute with that. Also, sticking on domestic violence of the week. I guess that's the theme sometimes. Stacy. Get caught on film slapping his chick up. That was very disrespectful.
Very.
We also, if we could be able to get on it, is Cam Newton's return to the Panthers.
Cam.
That is a big energy boost for that team. It's awesome. That is some positive news. And we're going to do the top 5 community post roast of FBJ and Stars community section. We're also going to get on that. So like I said, we got a power pack show. I'm going to go ahead and get into the community section roast really quick. The picture that I posted in Stars community section, it did great numbers. You know what I'm saying? We had 330 likes. You know what I'm saying? We had 325 comments. It was, pretty crazy.
A lot of interaction.
Yeah, a lot of interaction. A lot of hate in there. Keep the hate up. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the trolls. FBJ trolls.
You know what I'm saying? One of them said FBJ standing next to the car he just washed for minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? That's number 1.
I like that one.
Yeah, they said, wow, he looks just like my stud auntie when she was going through her locks phase. That's crazy. They said FBJ got the shoulders of a WNBA player. That one was crazy also. And let me find another one that was like, I know the guy that owns that car is watching you from the garage. Keep it moving. And let me keep it going. It was like, is he going out of his way to look dusty in every shot? That's FBJ right before the owner of the house came outside with the Mossberg and chased him off his property for trespassing. So, yeah, man, just want to...
Shout out to them boys, man. Y'all boys putting in a lot of effort.
You know what I'm saying? Just kick up the hate, you know what I'm saying? When your mom tells you to go get her car washed, you know what I'm saying? Not post a pic of the owner asking you to get the F away from his car.
I think they wait for Star to post a picture when it comes to the episodes this year. They love it.
It's cool. It's cool because, my thing about it is, as long as we get traction, as long as we get people to go to the pod, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, comment. I don't care, bro. I got thick skin. I'll throw a picture of me eating a bowl of Cheerios and just get roasted, bro. Like, I don't care. It's not a big of a deal.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about the young Dolph situation.
Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. You got an article on that?
Yeah, and, just getting down to the crux of it, just seeing how he passed away. And
condolences out to the family.
And he was only in town because he was doing the turkey drive.
Mm-hmm.
He had a charity event an hour before he got, no, an hour, yeah. Mm-hmm. He had a charity event, I think, at like 2, and he got shot at 1.
Mm-hmm.
The same place, the same cookie shop was shot up yesterday during the memorial service. One person was shot. It's really sad what's going on in Memphis because people don't understand the demographics of Memphis, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really where all the black people are in that state. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where they put them at. That's where they deprive the resources at. And Memphis is really just a warehouse town. That's not really a town where there's too much going on, too much popping. So when you got rappers in that area who are blowing up, you know what I'm saying, in certain, like I said, you got Paper Route Empire, you got CMG, you know what I'm saying, you got certain organizations really doing their thing and blowing up and giving the young people hope, giving the kids hope, you know what I'm saying, even having like John Morant in the city, you know what I'm saying, that's like one of the first things, Memphis really had, you know what I'm saying, all they have is the Grizzlies, keep it a buck. So that whole grit and grind, that's kind of the whole city's thing, and to see one of their heroes and young Dolph get gunned down, it's just crazy.
It hurts, man. It hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hate to see stuff like this, and it's just another stain on the hip-hop community, I feel like, like this, it's senseless. This dude, he's giving away millions of dollars to his city. So many charity events. He had so many properties.
But at the time, real shit, if you are beefing with, shooters and killers, then, you kind of get what you asked for. So it wasn't like, this was, like a rapper of like Larry June or like, 2 Chainz or somebody who got gunned down, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who doesn't really like rap and incite, entice beef. This is the same dude, you know what I'm saying, being objective, young Dolph, who, after he declined the Yo Gotti deal, you know what I'm saying, he said, bro, went from being my biggest, being my number one fan and wanting to sign me to be my biggest hater, facts. And then 7 days later drops the album King of Memphis, and then pretty much, the black youngster signing, you know what I'm saying, the black youngster coming around and kind of being the puppet for Yo Gotti. So Yo Gotti's not really directly beefing, but his, you know what I'm saying, his right-hand man is kind of beefing, you know what I'm saying, inciting that tension because it's going down in Memphis, you feel me? Yo Gotti being alleged, or not Yo Gotti, but young Dolph getting shot in L.A. on Melrose, you know what I'm saying? Or when young Dolph got shot at the CIAA weekend in Charlotte, in the bulletproof truck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the power of the tongue is real.
People have been trying to shoot him for a long time. So just for the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like, they finally shot him, like, thinking about it. After the CIAA weekend, he dropped that bulletproof mixtape or album. And the whole, like, track list is pretty much, like, I'm trying to pull up the track list right now. But the whole track list is pretty much disrespecting the whole...
Yeah, I pray for my enemies, all that. I listened to that album thoroughly.
Yeah, 100 shots in Charlotte, but I'm bulletproof, so fuck them. That's how I feel. All of them. I'm so real. I pray for my enemies. I'm everything you want to be, shaking my head. And yeah, you moved out. You know what I'm saying? You moved out of Memphis area, you know what I'm saying? But, your mama's still there, your grandma's still there. Like I said, you were going to get cookies for your mom, and niggas caught you slipping,
The best thing I could tell these rappers, man, if you preaching that gun talk, best thing you could do is like what Chief Keef did, man. Move, get out.
But he did, but it looked like he did get out. You know what I'm saying? Like he moved out and he just came back to do some charity work and support the community.
What I mean is like, don't come back at all.
It's crazy. It's crazy because it's getting to that point. But especially if that's the type of lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, you live. It's like people will not stop till they get you because, you could be, giving mom a turkey, but say you hit out on my people, or, you know what I'm saying, I got a casualty from this beef. I don't care if you're about to give my mom a turkey. Like, you took my brother out, you took my nephew out, you took my cousin out. So whenever I have the opportunity to come, like, get my get back, like, yeah, I'll do that. So, it's a very unfortunate situation.
They don't care where you at. Charity event, it don't matter where you at. Shopping, they don't care.
It's like, how many rappers do we have to lose a gun fight? Like, Paper Route Empire, same thing. Like All Money In with Nipsey, where, you have the CEOs of these labels and these companies being gunned down violently in like their hometown, in their, you know what I'm saying, in their neighborhoods, and just really crumbling empires overnight at the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You seen Key Glock, Bankroll, Freddie, seen a lot of them, they turned social medias off.
Yeah.
And deactivated them. So basically, they don't want to answer any questions, they don't want to talk. He's just dark mode right now.
Yeah.
So, R.P. to Young Dolph is really messed up. It's really a tragic
man.
event. And, at the end of the day, like, shit, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You releasing songs like, Don't Play With Me, Play With Your Bitch. And it's crazy because right when all this is going down, Yo Gotti released his promo for CM10, Cocaine Music 10. You feel me? So really, it's like, it looks like, okay, we're going to get him out of the way, and I'm going to just go ahead and drop my shit right here. So,
Yeah.
And some of the subliminals in Young Dolph's last mixtape was, I think it was like Paper Round Illuminati. And he threw up the I, and one of the songs was like Sacrifices, and he was just like talking. So it was just kind of crazy, like Power of the Tongue. Watch what you say, because,
Watch what you say, man. I'm trying to tell you. That power of that tongue is real.
Yeah, so.
R.I.P. Dolph, man. Yeah. Another following.
So what's the next topic you want to get to?
Let's see. Let's get into the baby, because speaking on rappers, let's stay there. So the baby was the topic of the news, all over the headlines. Him and Dani Leigh. A lot going on there, man. Speak to me. What's going on?
Yeah, man. On Sunday night, an argument between the rapper, the baby, and the mother of his child, Dani Leigh, played out live on Instagram. Both parties live streaming various parts of the fight. The incident, which involved the baby filming Dani Leigh as she bottle-fed their 3-month-old, seemed to revolve around the fact that the baby wanted her out of his Charlotte, North Carolina apartment, where she says that she's been living since their baby was born. The two have been rumored to be dating since March 2020. The following afternoon, Dani Leigh had been charged with 2 counts of misdemeanor assault. The baby, you may recall, had a pretty controversial few months. You know what I'm saying? He had the backlash from, the comments at Rolling Loud. You know what I'm saying? He had like the apology. Dave Chappelle came out and everything. So, he's been in the media. But pretty much with the argument that took place, he was basically saying that was his side chick. You know what I'm saying? He wanted her out. Basically,
Here's the thing.
You think it was fronting pretty much.
Yeah, fronting.
But it's just crazy how you're doing that on social media. You know what I'm saying? And like the messed up part about it, man, was the fact that, yeah, he did call the police and get her out. But at the end of the day, the police are going to have to get called sooner or later probably. And if she would have called the police on him for those same charges, they would have been trying to end his career. Regardless of the outcome, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So did he call the cops to really put her in jail or save his own career? What do you think?
Me personally, I think the whole situation is corny. Completely corny. And it's crazy thing about it, I was a big fan of the baby. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, to me personally, I feel like he called the cops really to save his career. I feel like, because he probably felt like she was the type of chick to call the cops.
Yeah, he sent a statement. He said, "I wanted to swiftly remove myself from any of the hostile behavior put on display moments ago. This thing here has gone far enough. Shawty has to crash out on her own, and it saddens me because I still got a queen to raise." Talking about his daughter. And pretty much said, "I've done been beat on and yelled at and chased around like one of the Fatal Love Attraction type girls." He went on to promote his new tour before affirming, "I'm a father first and always will be."
Just keep that shit off social media, bro. I hate that, bro. We grown, man. Please keep that shit off social media, bro. Him going live and doing all that, bro. Like, how did you feel about that? Like, the whole situation just seemed weird to me.
I think it was weird. I think it was odd.
Because, let's be honest. We've both on this panel been in a situation like that, right? I feel like every man has, right? And niggas ain't going live. Like, niggas ain't think about going live.
Wait, so much just arguing with your girl and shit?
Yeah, it's arguing with your girl. Like, it's normal. You feel me? Like, you gonna get in arguments with your girl. She gonna get riled up. Whoa.
Yeah, it honestly, like I said, it was just weird. It was really weird because, like, what are you trying to prove? Like, what are you trying to prove to us? What are you trying to prove to anybody else? And then, like, his other baby mom came out, was talking shit, and it's like, dude, just control your women. Like, this ain't player, this ain't pimping at all, bro. Like, this doesn't make you look cool. And then the thing about the baby is he keeps getting bad press.
Yes.
And it's eventually going to, like, drain your career slowly. It's like a slow bleed.
Yes.
That's what you're seeing with the baby. It's like a slow bleed of exposing himself and showing his true character, which people aren't really a fan of.
And eventually, they're gonna not listen to your music anymore. Streams are gonna go down. Album sales are gonna go down. Then what? You know, it's just like this is all bad press for him, considering he just got out of that situation with the whole festival thing we said about the LGBTQ community. So it's just like, you know,
Yeah, it's a messed up situation. So
it's a messed up situation, bro.
And then, but like I said before, was he right for calling the police?
I personally wouldn't have. Just to be completely, I would have just handled that shit in the house, took care of it.
How would you handle it in house?
He's a rapper. He has
how would you handle it in house?
How would I handle it in house? Man, we handling that shit in the house, man. Look,
what does that mean?
like we gonna talk this shit out. Like she was more so mad that the nigga was going public and putting they shit on Front Street. That's when I felt like she kind of turned up. Like if you look at the video, she was more so mad that the nigga like kind of like exposing her type shit. So let's just eliminate you going live, right? Will those emotions still be as high?
My thing was, it wasn't that he was exposing her. To me, I feel like he was lying. Because
saying like, oh, you the side chick. After y'all just...
Because honestly, it's like this, right? To him, his first baby mama somebody will probably always be his main chick, right? In metaphorically, you feel me? That might be like, yo, you're never like the main chick.
Yeah.
But...
And I think she knew that coming into it.
But the way you're currently constructed with her, like raising the baby, being in a public relationship and all this other shit, like, this is not, you're in a relationship with your side chick, quote unquote. You see what I'm saying? So that's not your side chick.
And on top of that, what nigga you know, well, I know a lot of niggas in the world, but what nigga you know nothing in his side chick, just like off top, just wham, hold that.
And there's a lot of niggas, so I can't.
Yeah, it's a lot of niggas, but I'm just saying, like, the normal nigga's not going to do that.
No.
You feel me? So, yeah. It's very unfortunate. Hopefully they get that whole thing on the wraps just because they're both artists, and I feel like it's bad press for both of them. She's on Def Jam, and I heard she's doing bad on Def Jam.
Damn, you heard she's doing bad?
Yeah, I heard she's doing bad on Def Jam.
What you heard, man?
Yeah, man. Heard, yeah. We'll speak on that later. We don't have time to speak on that. But, yeah, heard she's not doing so great on the Def Jam label.
They say, well, first of all, Def Jam is kind of like a shit label.
Yeah.
First place. 100%. And then second of all, she was discovered by Prince. So.
Wow. Those are big.
She got the cosign.
Yeah, she got a big cosign.
She's going to put out the music, The next topic, I think we want to go to the Zach Stacy. You want to go keep going down the sports. Like which one?
Yeah, let's get that out the way because more tragic news.
So Zach Stacy, former NFL running back, was caught on film beating his baby mom, his girlfriend.
Yeah, his baby mom.
She caught multiple angles of it, and pretty much a warrant was set out for his arrest. A statement she said, "This was the last straw." I would say, "I really truly feel that if it would have continued, he would have killed me," said Miss Evans. She released a horrifying attack on her home surveillance footage caught on social media. The video allegedly shows Stacy hitting her twice, making her fall to the couch. He then grabs and throws her across the room into a television, which falls on top of her. Evans could be heard pleading for him to stop multiple times. Stacy's arrest warrant was then sent as he walked back to... Stacy's arrest warrant then said he walked back to the couch, grabbed an object, stood over the top of Evans, and threw it at her. He picked her up off the floor and threw her into the baby walker. Every time the cars passed by, I'm resisting the urge to look and see who it is. I started crying when he walked up because I'm scared, said Evans. She explained that Stacy was supposed to turn himself in after police issued the warrant for his arrest, but he has not. She believes his friends might be helping hide him. We believe he was in Nashville. We're not sure if he'll be returning to the Orlando area today. There's no word. There was some word of that, said Evans. Evans met Stacy in January 2019 when she was working at a wellness coordinator for the Memphis Express of the Alliance American Football League, a team Zach Stacy played for. They began a romantic relationship August of that year. She said it was on and off. She had a miscarriage, and Stacy became more physically abusive to her after the birth of their son. She said that she had to go public with the news because she didn't want her case to be looked over again. The state would have gotten to it whenever they would have gotten to it. Maybe I wouldn't sleep for a month or two, or he would have got away with it completely. She started a GoFundMe to help raise awareness for domestic violence. She explained that the funds would go to the Harbor House in Orange County, which helps domestic violence victims. She said that the group has helped her before, and she hopes to be able to help the woman in her shoes.
So, let's just unpack this, man. Me personally, when I first seen the video, bro, it was wild, bro. I mean, bro really, like, Undertaker choke slammed her through that baby. I think it was like a baby carriage or something like that. And it, like, bro, them things are pretty sturdy. For you to choke slam her through that, I mean, bro, that was with force. And then, like, when the TV fell on her, bro, I mean, it was extremely disturbing, bro. Like, and I kind of feel like this is kind of like a repetitive thing that comes on with football, NFL players, bro. Like, I've kind of seen the same story happen a lot of the time. Like, even with the guy from Seattle, the offensive lineman, Ray Rice. I mean, he's been a couple instances that you've seen of just domestic violence with NFL players, and it's just like, I don't want to paint the picture like, only NFL players do it. Nah, it's
because they say same with boxers. They say same
boxers.
with police officers, military veterans. They say like people
who do natural aggressive jobs for a living. I feel like they're just naturally aggressive overall in life. You know what I'm saying? And it's just really sad because it's a baby involved that was there and was crying, obviously, seeing her mother get pretty much mobbed. I mean, it was pretty bad, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like I said, really, domestic violence shouldn't be tolerated, or
at all.
I'll say verbal violence either. When I say that, kind of like the shit that the baby was doing, I feel like that's a form of like manipulation too, and that's like fucked up to just like do that to your baby mom and like your child or your mom, and knowing like stuff like that is gonna get out eventually one day that your kids can see that.
Facts.
So honestly, it's just been a really shitty week for not only domestic violence, but, gun violence with the young Dolph. It's not, I want to come in here and get on, the morbid shit. But, we set the podcast back, what I'm saying? Like last time we did Alpo Pass, and that was, glory be to God, what I'm saying? The snitches got took off the face of the earth. Mm-hmm. But then, come back and the young Dolph does. Back in the day when you cover the news, when you cover shit, not everything's going to be great news and not everything's going to be good news. So, yeah, the top stories, we're kind of morbid. We're kind of fucked up, but it is what it is. That's why we're here to cover it. That's why we're here to give you the perspective that we have. So, getting all that out the way, let's talk about Steph Curry and the Warriors.
Yes.
First of all, they went to Brooklyn and shut it down.
And shut that bitch all the way down, man. Shout out to young Steph, man.
Steph Curry has 2 games this week where he hit 9 of 16 3-pointers. He dropped 37 against a blowout win against New Jersey. Oh, not my bad. Against the Brooklyn Nets.
He dropped 40
a 117 to 99 beatdown. And you said he dropped 40 last night?
40 last night.
So what, as a LeBron disciple,
yes,
what do you think about Steph Curry right now?
As one of the former captains of the LBJ gang, it hurts me to see this because this guy's in 2015 MVP mode. He's in his rarest form.
He's better.
He's better than 2015. I mean, bro, it's scary what this guy's doing right now. He went into Brooklyn and just annihilated KD. Like, it was, I think for the first quarter, it was going back and forth. KD was kind of like staying with him in that first quarter. After that, bro,
I think he dropped 40 in the fourth. No, he dropped 20 in the fourth quarter.
The third quarter, I think it was a wrap. You can book it. Like, I think, what's the name? Steve Nash pulled all the starters. He was like, yeah, bro, it's a wrap. Let's go ahead and shut this thing down. I love seeing this because, A, it shows me that Steph Curry doesn't need a KD to win a championship. He doesn't. And I've been trying to tell people that for the longest. Like, he never needed a KD to come to the Golden State Warriors.
But I don't think anybody thought he needed a KD. I think everybody knew KD needed him.
Yeah.
That's why all the flack went to KD. The Warriors never took flack for getting Durant. It was KD who got flack for going over there.
Mm-hmm. And so it's crazy, bro. I look, as a basketball fan in general, it's just exciting to see him putting up like big numbers like that. The 50s, the 40s, the 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're 13-2. What I'm asking you, Warriors locked to win the finals as a Bron disciple.
No. I would never. You know why I say that? Because I haven't seen the best of the Lakers constructed right now. Right now, it's a lot of injuries.
LeBron supposedly comes back tonight against the Celtics.
LeBron supposed to be coming back. I need LeBron to. If LeBron doesn't get back 100%, bro, you can book it. The Warriors are gonna win it all. There's nobody that's gonna. Giannis and them will get swept. The Nets 6, get him out of 6. I mean, bro, they're playing that, and Klay is coming back. Like this is all without Klay Thompson. We have to remember this. They got Jordan Poole is playing at a high level. Draymond Green is now shooting above 30% from the 3-point line.
Y'all don't have Wiseman.
Kuminga
hasn't came back yet, and like I said, Klay ain't came back yet. So you're starting center, and your shooting guard hasn't came back, and you're 13-2.
You're 13-2, the best record in the NBA.
I don't think.
Oh God.
I don't think the Lakers have anything for a healthy Warriors team.
Hey man.
Because you're gonna somebody's gonna be like, okay, well, number one, we seen opening night what time it was, right? And then somebody's like, well, last year was the play-in game. It's like, bro, it's a different time right now. Number one, I think who on the Lakers is guarding? I mean, nobody is ever going to guard Steph Curry, but who's on the Lakers really going to be guarding Steph Curry?
Well, I feel like did you watch the game against the Brooklyn Nets? You seen when they ran kind of like a triangle and 2?
Yeah.
That would be kind of like a defense that we would have to run against the Warriors. You can't.
And he hit 9 threes.
You can't guard Steph Curry. That's just not possible. There's no such thing. You have to send different looks at him, right? You have to send blitzes off the screens and stuff like that. And so, hopefully, they can just let him get his. You have to let certain players get theirs and just contain everybody else around them, right? So Jordan Poole can't be having 20.
It's crazy. They haven't been able to do anything that we're talking about.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to stop him, stop the people he's playing against, let him get off and stop everybody else. And that's the point where it's like, bro, they don't even have the other greatest shooter of our generation on the team yet. Because then you can't even do that. You can't even play that type of defense once Klay Thompson comes back, and you have a Wiseman in the middle. The Warriors team has really never had a legit center. Now you got a Wiseman. This is going to be a better Warriors team than we ever seen pre-KD. You know what I'm saying? You remember how dominant that team was with KD?
Yeah.
Before they got KD, right? You're about to see that again, but better.
And this is my thing when it comes to the Warriors. Can their bodies hold up? And that's really the question with everybody, even the Lakers. Can everybody, who's going to be at the finish line when it's time to suit up?
Yeah, that's what the season comes down to.
That's what it comes down to. And so I'm very optimistic. I'm always going to believe in my team. Realistically, you have to, it is what it is. The Warriors are the best team in the NBA right now, hands down. But we're not too far from them. I like what we have, Melo. I like what we have, and I think we're going to make a big trade before the trade deadline. Don't sleep on it.
Man, hell no, bro. You know what I think? I think niggas is seeing what's going on, and they looking around like, damn, bro, it's happening again, and niggas wasn't ready. I feel like everybody was focused on all these other teams, and niggas just forgot about Golden State, and now they back, and everybody got the same issue they had before. Damn, we don't really have enough. And I think LeBron kind of felt it. That's why LeBron kind of got everybody he thought he needed. But it's I don't know if that's going to be enough, man. And my thing is this, too. What LeBron did against Steph was this. The reason why niggas felt like, okay, they got KD was this. When LeBron was going to be absolute peak LeBron, when that mattered the most, and with Steph going to be the absolute peak Steph when it mattered the most, LeBron and boys came back 3-1. Steph looks like he is better than that 2015, 2016 Steph Curry. He looks better.
Yeah,
now,
this is the best form of himself.
Is LeBron even on the same level as 2015, 2016 LeBron? No. Can he take himself to that level? We've yet to see.
But that's the thing. Does he have to be?
If Steph Curry is Steph Curry, LeBron has to be that LeBron because Steph Curry is better. And you don't have a Kyrie. And AD ain't that guy.
That's where I was going.
And you can't trade. And what you going to trade?
AD has to be that guy. Has to be.
Against Draymond and Wiseman?
When how he was playing on that 2020 run when we won a championship, That's how he has to play in the playoffs. Dominating.
Yeah, he can. He's playing really good this year.
I mean, that 2020 year, he was unstoppable.
And he looks good this year.
He didn't look good against Giannis, but he does look good this year. That Giannis game was, oh, God.
Oh, yeah. You know, but that's what I'm thinking about AD. I'm like, bro.
Compared to like 30. Like, I was just like, what?
Because when I look at AD, I'm like, you good. You're good against everybody else, but like against like the greats, like nah, bro.
Big
like
matchups that you're supposed to win,
like he's really just a stretch forward, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like he can get in the paint, but he's like when I'm looking at the Embiids, you know what I'm saying, or the Giannis's, like the big men,
the Jokers.
Like AD's neutralized every time I look at one of those matchups. So yeah, when I look at, like I said, when I look at the Warriors, man, I'm a Heat fan, so I don't have nothing to worry about in the East as far as Steph Curry. I'll have to see him in the finals. But yeah, we're doing good. I think we just beat the Wizards last night.
There's nobody in the East that's seeing Golden State at all.
But before we get there, because they ain't even made no East Coast trip for it. They just beat the goddamn Nets. But I'm saying about the East, which is about the East, because he beat the Wizards last night.
Okay.
11-5.
Yeah, it's the Wizards. You know.
It's the Wizards. What?
It's the Wizards. It's not. I mean, you know, we're not gonna get this Miami thing, but hey, shout out to Steph. Keep doing your thing, bro. You're probably gonna win the MVP this year.
Why we can't get to the standings? Why? Because we number one. That's why. I figured. I got it. I understood. I seen the play. He didn't want to get to the standings because he number one in the standings. That's why we 16 games in the season. We got a good sample size, and
we gotta get.
We're number one at 11-5.
How many games back is Brooklyn?
They're tied at 11-5, but we beat them, so it don't matter. You back.
So y'all have the tiebreaker.
We got a tiebreaker, okay. Of course, with a 4-game winning streak. Bulls.
Have y'all played Milwaukee yet?
I think we have, and we beat them.
One time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all played them 4 times. We're gonna see what that record looks like at the end of the
Milwaukee is in 10th right now.
They're in 10th place.
Yeah. So why are you talking about Milwaukee?
They're gonna be in the playoffs. Come on.
Yeah.
They're gonna be in the playoffs.
Sub 500.
The Cavaliers is not gonna be there at the end of the year. Who else is in there?
Cavs at 8, at 9-8.
Wizards.
Celtics at. Hold on. I just want to go down real quick. The Bucks are tied with 12th place Raptors at 7-9, the Hawks at 7-9, Celtics at 7-8. You're in that range right now. You got the Cavs, who are probably overachieving with the 8th seed at 9-8.
The Wizards.
You got the Knicks at 8-7 at the 7th seed. You know, I'm still like they're super overrated. Their fans are fucking crazy. The Sixers, they're 9-7. You know what I'm saying? But they're kind of tanking since Embiid been hurt. The Hornets, they're gonna be there.
Yeah, they're gonna be there.
I think Knicks, Sixers, and Hornets. Yeah, 9-7. Then we get to the top 4 right now, who are kind of separating themselves in the East. We have a sample size, and that's why we kind of have the tiers already. Number 4 is the Wizards at 10-5.
They're not gonna be there.
But they're gonna be in the playoffs.
8th seed, 7th maybe.
They're 10-5 now, and Beal looks like Bradley Beal looks like he can carry something. 3rd is the Bulls at 10-5.
They're gonna be there. Top 3 team.
I really like the Bulls.
Love the Bulls right now.
And like I said, the Nets at 11-5, and the Heat at number 1, where we should be. What I've been trying to tell niggas, and niggas didn't want to listen. We're the Lakers. Oh, y'all outside the playoffs right now, like 9th seed. Y'all got the Trailblazers over y'all, and it was saying Dame need to get traded. How Dame got a better record than the Westbrook and the Lakers?
LeBron has played 4 games.
Oh, it's LeBron. Okay, I was making sure. Grizzlies ahead of y'all at 8-7, 7th seed. The Nuggets are 9-6 at the 6th seed. Clippers 9-6 at the 5th seed. Mavericks 9-5 at the 4. Jazz 10-5 at the 3. Suns 11-3 at the 2. Damn, I didn't know the Suns were fucking cooking like this.
Oh yeah,
10-game winning streak.
Yeah, 10-game.
I remember there was 1-3. Damn. Mm-hmm. Warriors at 13-2. So where are the Lakers gonna end up in this? You where are you gonna end up?
I said we're gonna end up being a 6th seed, maybe.
A 6th seed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 6th seed. 100%. Bro, we're not a regular season team.
Oh,
Look how old we are. Let's be real. Bro, we're the oldest team in the NBA. I knew this wasn't going to be a pretty regular season for us. I knew that coming into it. Because A, we didn't have a lot of shooting. And B, we were old as shit. We were old as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, half the team's injured. So it's just like, all right.
it's like this. LeBron's health is predicated on their record. If LeBron can come back and pretty much play the rest of the season, because
He has to play the rest of the season for us to
because really it's like he ain't even played yet. If you want to keep it 1,000. So I think if LeBron can come back, y'all can be a top. Y'all have to be a top 4 seed. Really, honestly, if Lakers are on a top 3 seed, I'm not taking them serious to win anything. They have to be a top 3 seed. You have to, with LeBron James, you have to be better than the Mavericks, Clippers, Nuggets, Grizzlies, Trailblazers in the regular season.
I agree.
There's just no excuse. We're not about to lower the totem pole or change the goalpost. You got to be better than Mavericks. You got to be better than Jazz. You got to be better than Suns. Really, Lakers have to be the second. They have to be number 2 seed.
Bro, we were the 7th seed last year.
And you got beat in the first round. So what does the 6th seed going to do for you?
To me personally, seeding doesn't really matter to me. Because with LeBron, he can go into a away game in another arena and win 2 games or win 1 game and split it. You know, that's especially we like let's say he's the 6th seed, right? That means they'll play the Jazz.
Yeah.
I can take the Lakers over the Jazz.
See, I can take the Lakers over the Jazz, but do you really want to see Utah in the playoffs, bro? Like, Utah's usually a tough out for people.
I would rather see Utah than see Phoenix. Personally, first round, personally, I would rather see Utah than see Phoenix. You know, that's a tough man. I don't want to see the Warriors, Phoenix, the Clippers. I don't want to see any of those teams first round.
Not even the Clippers?
No, bro. The Clippers are dangerous, bro. Clippers dangerous. Don't sleep on the Clippers.
And you think Kawhi coming back. So with
yes,
Kawhi, they might.
In my head, I'm thinking, okay, he's going to come back for the playoffs. Just in time. He does it. He done it before.
You know why the Heat going to go further than the Lakers in the playoffs? Because y'all looking at the schedule, y'all trying to peek in where y'all trying to get in under the 4th seed at, and we out here leading saying, I want everybody in the East. We want to see everybody.
Well, nobody predicted that Kyrie's going to go on a fucking strike. Let's be real. Nobody predicted that Kyrie Irving is going to go on a whole vaccination strike.
Now, I feel you on that, but I feel like we wanted niggas regardless who was going to be on their roster, bro. Because we got loaded, too. In our own sense, we got loaded, too. Like, we ain't got no team full of scrubs. Like,
all respect to Kyle Lowry and Jimmy Butler and all them boys. But 7-game series, Brooklyn, Miami. I'm taking Brooklyn 7.
Bro, we got, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Bam, Victor Oladipo, PJ Tucker, Duncan Robinson, Markieff Morris. Like, we got a straight-ass team, bro, and Dwayne Dedman, bro. Like, we got...
Don't get me... I love the team. Love the team. Especially the PJ Tucker addition was great addition.
And the Markieff Morris, like...
Yeah, you're adding toughness. You know what I'm saying? You need that. So, Miami got a good team. Constructed right now, great team. We're going to see how far they go, man. We're going to see. We got to keep it moving. Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller on the Rams.
That's crazy.
That was a blockbuster trade. I mean, when I seen it on the timeline, it really shook up, you know what I'm saying, the timeline. OBJ to the Rams.
Yeah, but see, they were 7-1 when they got him, and now they're 7-3. They're on the 2-game losing streak since they got Von Miller, because they lost they lost Sunday Night Football against the Titans without a Derrick Henry. They got beat down.
Yeah, that Tennessee defense was in their ass the whole game.
And it's crazy because like the 2 losses you had was depleted teams, low key. Because Tennessee doesn't have Julio or Derrick Henry, and they still beat you.
Yep.
Matt Stafford kind of threw the game away, and then you played a kind of banged up 49ers team, and they just punched you in the mouth.
Yep. Yeah, Jimmy Guap.
So it's like, can you collect the talent? Can you cultivate that into the team? Robert Woods got hurt towards ACL, and I think that kind of messed him up a lot.
Yeah.
That kind of banged him up.
That hurt. That hurt big time. Because they just lost Deshaun Jackson, too, so losing both of them.
Well, they released him,
Yeah, they released him. And so I feel like they just got to get OBJ acclimated. I think Von Miller got to get acclimated, too. because those are two great talents. Von Miller, I mean, at one point he was the best linebacker in the NFL.
Yeah, no
OBJ,
doubt.
I mean, he still has a lot left.
He was
in the
arguably
tank.
top 3.
Yeah, top 3 receiver.
At his peak.
It was like him, Julio, and like
AB.
Antonio Brown. And so it's like, I feel like those guys they got a lot left in the tank. I feel like they just got to get it together. And it's better to lose games now, I feel like, in the season, especially like in the mid-range, than lose them towards like the end of the season.
Yeah, it's like you're 7-1, so you can like lose a couple games and still be in the top 3 seeding. So it was a good move. Short term, it's like, okay, we'll lose a couple games and we're going to reframe. And I like the Von Miller pickup because I've kind of seen, you know, I seen a nice little injury come off pass rush, especially having a Aaron Donald in the interior.
Yeah.
That's pretty much getting double and triple teamed. Von Miller gets single teamed every time, and I think you're going to start seeing him turn on or turn back the clock in the next coming weeks, especially in the playoffs. He's going to have a couple plays. I think it helps Jalen Ramsey a lot, you know what I'm saying, just because he's the best corner in the league. Arguably, I think it's some other corners who can argue for that spot.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, I'm going to give it to Trayvon Diggs just
Yeah.
because he's had a pick almost
every
game.
And you know why I can't say Jalen Ramsey best corner in the league right now?
Why?
Because Deebo Samuel got off.
Exactly. Deebo got off.
And I didn't know who was the offensive. Jalen Ramsey, to be a defensive player, gives me offensive player vibes.
Yeah.
Because if it's an offensive wide receiver, say my name is Deebo, as a cornerback, and that's the best in the league, you're supposed to be covering him the whole game. And he was literally the difference in the whole game. He ran for touchdowns and caught for touchdowns. They
was moving him around.
They had this man looking like Deebo Samuel, South Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then on the offensive tip, it would have been really easier if Robert Woods was back, because you would have had OBJ playing the Antonio Brown role of being like a slot, being in the middle, and kind of, you know what I'm saying, being able to acclimate yourself in the offense easier. But now that you got Robert Woods out of the offense, you got to place OBJ in the outside position. You got to place him at number 2. And, you know, he's probably not going to pick up the playbook as fast, but he is going to get more opportunities. Mm-hmm. But just like you've seen Stafford just forcing that throw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's going to be better coming in the next couple weeks. Like I said, they got a bye week. I really want to see if OBJ is like a difference maker. What do you think?
I think he will be. I think they just got to get him, acclimated as far as like moving him around. He just doesn't need to play outside. I think OBJ is best inside in the slot. He's really dangerous in the slot. So Put him in the inside, put him in the slot, and let him work. But staying on the NFL news, Cam Newton got picked back up by the Carolina Panthers. I felt like one of the better news I felt like I seen in the NFL.
Right.
I was happy that he came back to Carolina. I think they needed that. Yeah, but give a round of applause for that. And so, yeah, man, how you feeling about Cam being back home, man? I'm back.
Man, that was awesome. Seeing Cam Newton coming back home, that was dope just because, you know, one thing I don't like about the NFL, especially when it comes down to, like, black quarterbacks, is, like, you'll see them out the league and it's not like they're trash. You see, like, a Joe Flacco just crap it up for 15, 20 years. But it's like, damn, Cam Newton's year 9, year 10, he's washed. Or like a Kaepernick, he's washed. Like, why they're not in the league? Even if you see like a Le'Veon Bell, where it's like, why doesn't he have a job?
Yep.
You know, it's a lot of, just like how they were trying to do Antonio Brown, or how they're trying to paint Odell Beckham. It's like, you'll see an NFL player lose like a millisecond off their speed, or a little bit off their like talent, and then they're trying to say you can't even be on the team, you can't even have a backup position.
Now you're trash. Like,
yeah, and it's like, yo, this is Cam Newton. There's no way he's trash. And it's for the fact where I understand now looking at the Patriots why the Patriots released Cam Newton, right?
Yeah.
But for the fact for like the Redskins not picking him up, for just so many of these quarterback deprived teams like the Dolphins not picking him up, for the Texans not picking him up. It's so many teams that could use a quarterback, and for the fact that you're just gonna let Cam Newton just sit and not get picked up, or even when the Seahawks were going through their thing, to save your season, you should probably get Cam Newton.
What you would with Geno Smith,
or even the Giants. It's like, bro, come on, bro. Daniel Jones ain't that guy. But we're not gonna just go down the list of quarterbacks. pretty much they picked up Cam Newton, and they have plans on starting him this weekend against the Washington football team. And Cam Newton, he just came in there and ran for a touchdown and threw a touchdown, and basically got the team excited. They're 5-5. I won't say looks like the old Cam Newton, but the effect, his running ability and his athleticism, he literally came in and broke like 3 tackles.
His leadership.
Right. That's like seeing somebody tear their ACL supposedly, or somebody like say, "Oh, you're not the same," and then come straight down the lane and dunk on like 3 people.
Let me ask you a question. Would it be safe to say that Cam Newton has the presence on the locker room kind of like a Ray Lewis?
On the offensive side, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like, the energy that I've seen, like, the receivers have, the offensive line have, like, everybody kind of just, you know what I'm saying, rallied around him being there. It was great. I loved it.
It was dope. And the thing about it, Cam Newton has weapons like Christian McCaffrey. If he's healthy, you know what I'm saying, having Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore, you know what I'm saying, having both of them. Also on the defensive end, having, like I said, the Gilmore, the CJ Anderson. You know what I'm saying? You traded for Stephon Gilmore, you traded for CJ Anderson. You drafted J.C. Horn. I think you still got Brad. I don't know if they got Bradbury, but
you got Brian Burns on the D-line.
Yeah, you got the Brian Burns on the D-line. They have a really good team. They're 5-5, and they're still fighting
in the hunt.
And they're only 2 games out of first place that Tampa Bay have. I think Tampa Bay's like 6-3. So right now, Cam Newton, I think he can take him to the playoffs. And I think the best story in the NFL would be if Cam Newton really took them to the playoffs and had a deep run. Because I mean, they're literally going to play that same offense. They're just going to implement, some new lingo in it. But he's just 1 year removed from that team.
Yeah, 1 year removed, and I feel like the fan base wanted him back. And so it was great to see him back in the jersey, man, and him get that touchdown, screaming "I'm back." It just, you got goosebumps watching it, man. So shout out to Cam, man. It's good to see you back in Carolina, man. No cap.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was crazy. And so far, I think we got like 2 other topics, but I don't even give a fuck getting into those really. What about you?
What, the Will Smith thing, his new book?
Man, listen, Will Smith dropped this new book.
Look, man.
And okay, one of them said one of the lines in the book said he wanted to date Karen Parsons, the chick who played Hillary on Fresh Prince. But she said she just wanted to keep it professional. He was like, that was a good look. I guess the book is Will kind of telling about things going through his journey in Hollywood and being transparent. But some things you got to chill out on. Like all the, you want to be like Tupac. You're jealous that, Jada's relationship with Tupac, and then Jada's being so publicized with her love for Tupac after he's passed. Them all getting bald haircuts to look like Tupac.
Oh, God.
That's crazy. Remember when Willow wrote that note saying that she wished her Tupac would come back and make her mom happy again? Remember that shit? That was crazy.
Hey, man. Will, bruh. You gotta. Somebody needs to take Will Smith's phone.
Man. Jada needs to get the same type of ridicule that Will would get if Will was doing this.
She's not gonna get it.
I think she is, low key. I think her reputation, like this whole Red Table Talk, like it was good in the beginning, but now it's like the transparency that you've shown isn't always good. Like you show people too much.
Well, they want Jada to shut up. They want her to stop talking. I
think we all do.
And I agree. I really feel like she's really embarrassing her family in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole him not making her satisfied in bed, and that was just
that was crazy, man.
Wild,
I'm like, dog, I want to do everything in my power to satisfy her. I'm like, bro,
what?
Why are you telling us this, man?
Man, some things just don't need to be told.
But I guess he's trying to be humanized and showing people that, like, bro, like, yeah, I am Will Smith, but like, I'm
human.
Yeah, and there is something to appreciate in that, and I think people do appreciate the fact that he is being human, he's being transparent, he's telling people what's going on.
Hey.
Like I said, I don't know who you're doing.
I get it, but
maybe you are saving people. Maybe you are helping people. I'm pretty sure Will Smith sees people crying in his face in HM Life every day, all that cool ass shit. But it's like, damn, man, you don't have to some things you don't have to tell us. Some things are too much information, my nigga. Like real shit.
It was giving me simp vibes.
Yeah, definitely,
100%. You know, and so I don't want to sell. I don't want to see Fresh Prince in the simp category. That's just.
And another thing, I think we got like 10 more minutes left. Like the whole Kyle Rittenhouse trial situation going on is crazy because it's like you not only do you see like the judge being biased, you see like evidence being suppressed, but then you also see people protesting on the outside, and that looks goofy. It's like the whole thing is goofy and confusing, and it's not, for me personally, it's like, how do I feel about it? It's not that I want him to be convicted because, oh, you killed people during the march of like the Blake guy who got shot in Wisconsin. Nah, it's for the fact that it's like, I just didn't think we could just walk down the street in America and just shoot people. I didn't think that was the case. And that's going to be a crazy outcome, I think, next week whenever they do announce the verdict. The Ahmaud Arbery case, I want to say that that's also something crazy, too, with the information coming out and the revelations coming out saying he wasn't armed, and the evidence that is being suppressed also in that, but also things that are being allowed in the courtroom. So those two cases are opening up a lot of things, and people are keeping awareness of that and being aware of that. So I just want to say that before the verdicts do get read, and then we're probably going to have to talk about that when that happens, but we're just keeping an eye on that, and I just wanted to say we've been watching it, but me personally, I want to just withhold my perspective on those cases until they are adjudicated.
Yeah, man, it's ugly because I heard disturbing news that the judge was allowing him to handpick out of a jar or out of a bucket his jurors, which I've never ever in my life seen before. That's new to me.
Yeah, that's crazy, but at the end of the day, it's like,
it's sad, bro. It's just sad. But
or you know what? It's like, is it sad, or are you programmed to be sad?
I'm not saying like it's sad in the sense to where like it's sad. What to me, I feel like it's just like one of those things that's never gonna end.
What? Some people say he was a freedom fighter.
Who, Kyle?
Yeah.
Man, those people are idiots.
Who knows? What I'm saying is, I'm going to chill until these cases get adjudicated.
I know. I have an idea what the verdict is going to be. I think we all do.
We don't know. I don't know.
But hey, we'll see when it unpacked, and I'm pretty sure we will be on the show talking about it.
Yeah, man. So once again, like I said, we are on episode 25. We're going to be in a few other people's community sections. Like I said, salute to Ion. I'm about to be in his community section on YouTube, so look for me in there. I've been talking to my boy Chauncey with Fubu Radio. You know what I'm saying? We might be doing some business with those guys down the line. My community section is open, so anybody that wants to come to the community section needs to post, needs some advertisements. You know what I'm saying? I can show you my analytic deck. You know what I'm saying? We can go ahead and do business and get your post in there, get some traffic, get some clicks. Also, look for us on Clubhouse. Once again, we got the best club, the Presidential Suites. You know what I'm saying? Don Prez, B. James, me, my nigga Tony Rome. We run it. You know what I'm saying? Mondays, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. The #1 morning show on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? We're running the app. We're shutting it down. We're doing what we need to do. And we're establishing a place and a mark on social media. So, like I said, we're on both sides. Holler at me on Twitter, J Kush Clouds, High Life 93.
At Crumbly Randy 1 and at Randy on Instagram, man. Y'all know what it is.
Lastly, I just want to say I went 15-2 in my fantasy football leagues. I got 17. My money league, I think I'm 9-1, 8-1.
Yeah, you beat me this past week. I'm gonna see you in the playoffs though.
Yeah, I beat everybody this week.
I'm gonna see you in the playoffs though.
I beat everybody every week. Listen.
Hey, he caught me. My boy was on the bye week. You know what I'm saying? My dog was on the bye weeks. You know what I'm saying? It's cool though.
15 other people said that.
You know what I'm saying?
Imagine 14 other people in this room right now.
Playoffs, ain't nobody gonna be on bye week. We all here, right. The whole squad. So,
like I said, Perspectives and Facts Podcast, episode 25. We appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share. We're going to have some more guests over the couple of weeks. Like I said, we're going to build this podcast, going to build this network, going to build this platform. Yep. And you know what I'm saying? Just salute to everybody.
Hey, man, shout out to everybody that came out for my birthday, man.
Rocking
it was
with
lit.
us.
Nate Day, what up? Twins, what up? Pardon, what up?
Yeah, we should have got to your birthday. Your birthday was lit, bro.
Oh,
You was hungover like a motherfucker.
Oh God, we were supposed to come in kind of a couple days earlier and do this podcast, but I ain't gonna lie, I was hungover, guys. So please forgive me.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. But the pod was dope. Your birthday was dope. I appreciate everybody came out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to fourth quarter Quan. Shout out Luna.
What up?
Shout out Luna. She was spinning. She was doing her thing. You know
Luna,
what I'm saying?
what up?
And like I said, Twins, everybody else who pulled up. So Perspective Facts Podcast. Boy, Florida Boy Jay.
It's your boy Randy.
You know what I'm saying?
We out,
man. You guys have a great day. You guys have a wonderful weekend.
TGI, baby.
You already know.